Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to get me started about that with the NCAA and stuff like that. That's a whole nother subject we can touch on. But it's kind of frustrating on individually and team-wise because knowing how good we are this year, we kind of just want to know what the plan is for this year. And there's really no plan that's been implemented by the conference or the NCAA. So actually, I got almost every single player on each team from the Big Ten, and we talked to each other, and we went back to their teams, and we kind of had our own player representative from each team, and kind of create our own player association. And we had a couple meetings with NCPA that was really private, and we have put it out in the public. And so this is the first time you guys are probably hearing about this, and well, we have a lot more that we're willing to do, and we keep talking to each other daily, and we're hoping we can get more accomplished for student athletes to kind of have a voice, because there's, like you said, there's not a lot of college athletes out there that realize the kind of power they have. And I think I kind of started, and Joshua Langford was another guy that was big into bringing everyone together for this. So I think having all of us keep communicating with each other is going to be huge for all college athletes going forward in the future.
But are you concerned about the way this season's going to go in terms of the plan or the lack of plan?
Yeah, I mean, you guys saw my tweet this morning. I'm sure you saw the NCAA tweet about the championship and the tournament, and we don't even have a regular season schedule yet, and that's really frustrating on our end, because it really affects us mentally on how we're going to prepare for the season. And right now, there's no plan on going forward, and we hope that, you know, in the next couple of days, something comes forward for what's going to happen in the regular season. But right now, it's really frustrating.
Do you have faith that this season's going to get from start to finish and be as satisfying as you hope it can be?
I have faith there will be an NCAA tournament, because that's where the money comes from.
You know, I have confidence I can, you know, kind of score from any part of the court. So, you know, for me, that's anywhere, and I'm going to do whatever it takes, you know, to help the team win. And if I need to shoot the ball from a long distance, I'm going to. You know, it's all about, you know, I'm not going to force it and try to shoot a shot that's, you know, way further from the basket than I need to. But, you know, if I have to, if a guy's closing down and I'm a little bit further back, I have a lot of confidence that I can make that shot. So, you know, for me, it's just adding to my range and just getting more comfortable at any spot on the court. So, you know, I'm going to take it when the opportunity presents itself, but, you know, it's not too often that I'm going to need to pull up from 35. You know, for me, I think, you know, I've definitely had, you know, a lot of numbers in my past, but, you know, my main focus going into this season, you know, is winning. You know, I want to win, you know, a lot and as much as I can. So that's really the main focus for me. I feel like as an individual player, I've done a lot. So, you know, that, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, what happens this year individually for me, as long as our team succeeds. And, you know, that's why I came back. You know, I know, you know, I put up enough good numbers, you know, to make it to the next level. So I think for me, it's just trying to win, you know, and lead this team to, you know, what its potential is.
A question I asked a few of your teammates earlier today is, how does this stay a team when you've got several players who are capable of scoring and would be big scorers on other teams? How does everybody sort of be unselfish and get synced up?
Yeah, that's, you know, I talk about a lot how this is the most unselfish group I've ever been a part of. And I think, you know, that's really important when you have a team with so many scorers. And, you know, I think when you look at myself individually, you know, like I said, you know, I don't care how much I average this year. It's really not about that for me. It's about, you know, our wins and losses. And I think everybody on the team shares that mindset. So I know, you know, as a team, you know, we can be successful and we don't need anybody to, you know, have to force anything. You know, I think, you know, we have enough guys that, you know, somebody's not open, you just move it on to the next guy, and then we'll find the best shot every time down. And I think that's the offense that we're in, you know, with under Coach McCaffrey. It's just, you know, we're flowing in transition and trying to find the open guy. And I think, you know, when you have a team that can do that, you know, you're dangerous offensively, because, you know, the defense doesn't know, you know, who's going to, you know, shoot next.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of one of the things that our team's talked about a lot this year and during this offseason is, yeah, we have these high expectations, but it's just kind of zoning those out, really, and focusing on the group of guys that we have in the locker room, and realizing that every game is going to be a battle, whether it's non-conference. You see the type of teams that we're playing in non-conference. The Big Ten has great teams from top to bottom, so we got a lot to prove, really. The preseason ranking doesn't mean anything, and we got to come out and prove it night in and night out. Yeah, obviously we have a lot of scoring threats on our team, but like you said, it's just we have a lot of unselfish guys, and at the end of the day, everyone wants to score, but it's making the right basketball play. If you have an open shot, we're going to take it. If not, we're going to look for driving kicks because we have shooters all over the floor. Obviously, we can feed Luka and he can score at will, but I think it's just having great ball movement inside out and just making the extra pass when it's there. Yeah, we're just preparing to play November 25th, and we're all hopeful that that opportunity is available. And so our mindset's just focusing on getting ourselves ready to play whenever the time is.
Yeah, I've always been extremely competitive. You can ask, my brother, my family about that one. So yeah, I think that it comes from them, but then, just the way I was brought up, we're always, everything we always did were playing games and there was always competition. So I think that that's kind of what drives like the toughness and, just my willingness to do whatever it takes. And, I think in the Big Ten, it's important because, it's such a physical league. There's so many good players and there's not like sometimes, things aren't necessarily going to go your way, but you gotta be mentally tough and be able to fight through, difficult situations, high pressure situations. And that's how you end up able to get wins. So, I think that's what I try to do. And I think we have a lot of really tough guys on this team as well. So that it really helps. Yeah. To be honest with you, I haven't noticed anything really different about our approach this year as any approach in the past years. I feel like we've pretty much done, we're going to do similar things. Obviously you adjust with every team that you have, whether, what focuses you're going to have during practices, film sessions, whatever the case may be. And you'll see some of that. But I do think that he's someone who he's got a pretty standard approach. And, this year, I think he knows that we have a lot of older guys, veteran guys. And, I think he does trust us, which is good. But he's still going to get on us for, what if we're not performing up to our level that we should be. And I think that that's, what we want as well. So I don't think anything is crazy different just because of the expectations that we have. I think it's pretty much been, business as usual.
As a team, we just kind of have been saying, just not to get too high or to get too low. We're just excited to be playing basketball again. It's been a long time off. Just to be out there again with our brothers, with our teammates, playing the game we love, we're extremely excited. Yeah, I think we're going to be better defensively. We had a lot of length, a lot of speed, just a lot of time to get better and connective on the defensive end. We have a group that loves being around each other. And I think defensively it's all about being connected and having great communication. I think we've made some strides in that area this year, or heading into this year. Yeah, it's just been kind of weird for everybody. But, you get in a routine, you get used to everything, and it's just kind of the point now. It's what we have to do. Wake up every day and test. Being smart on who you're around and where you go. We're really just trying to commit ourselves to each other. We're not going anywhere we're not supposed to be. It's just coming to practice every day, getting better, and then being smart. But like you said, it's just a really weird year. You just gotta try to do what you can best with it.
I think I can be a very versatile guy for Fran, whether it's spelling Luka when he needs a blow or just even playing with him and being that guy who is a veteran, who knows our system, who knows what we need as a team. And also this past year I worked a lot on defense and trying to be a vocal guy for our team going forward. Yeah, my knee feels great. It's been really good ever since I've been back. I got to credit Brad and Coach Maxwell because during the pandemic, they really helped me get back to where I wanted to be. And so honestly, when I was able to get cleared, I feel like I didn't really miss anything. I was ready to jump back in and be ready to go right away. Whether it's starting or coming off the bench, I think I can be a veteran guy who Frank can count on to do what the team needs, whether it's blocking out, getting rebounds, scoring even, just anything that the team needs, trying to help us, win every game and win as many as possible.
You could be in a lot of roles, though, couldn't you? Inside, outside?
Definitely, yeah. Whether it's stretching the floor, playing 4-man, or posting up, I've been able to work on a lot of that during the past couple years, and just I'm ready to show it.
A lot of people, can shoot very well on this team. I also been working on my jump shot, and I've been shooting the ball really well as well. But I prefer slashing because everybody else, can shoot the ball. So I just want to, play make for everybody else. Get everybody else some shots, get them going. One thing about me, I would never be selfish, and I think everybody on this team knows that. I think the coaches know that, and I'm here to, play make. I can create for myself, but if it's better for the team for me to create for everybody else, then look for myself because we have a lot of people who can score, 15 to 20 points on a daily basis, even the people that, that comes off the bench. So my main job, to make everybody happy, get everybody the ball, then I can look for myself. The main goal is just stop people, stop people from scoring the basketball. We know we're going to score a lot of points, and there's a lot of teams that can score a lot of points. But if we, limit our opponents to less points than us, I feel like we'll be good. It's amazing. You just got people who can score the ball from all over. And Luka especially, he can score from three-point line as well. So, a lot of pick and pops, that's going to work. A lot of flare screens, down screens, everybody can score in a variety of ways. And, it feels really nice, when you could just pass anybody the ball and it has a chance to go in.
It's not super difficult. Once I got it on, the hard part was getting it on. It was just a lot of food over quarantine and just kind of eating, just make sure that was probably the biggest part of it was just eating and just kind of, forcing myself to eat. And then lifting a lot, did a lot of lifting, did a lot of different workouts, some stuff that I wasn't normally doing. But the hardest part of it probably was just the conditioning because I didn't realize how much of a toll it would take at first because I came in about 25 pounds heavier than I've ever been before in my life. I was a little skinny kid, so I used to run around, never get tired. But when I came back this summer, my conditioning was bad. So that was a hurdle I had to go through, but I was able to kind of maneuver my way through that. And obviously I'm good now. But I would say it was an interesting process for sure. That was hard. I would say that's probably one of the harder things that kind of goes unnoticed with not playing because I've been a basketball player my whole life. I love to compete. And seeing kind of our team and what they went through last year, they had a lot of really fun games. It was a really fun season. So, not being out there, you feel great for your teammates and you're really happy for all your teammates and their success. But at the same time, that competitor inside of you is really is frustrated, down. I don't really know how to put it. But yeah, I would say just kind of make sure I was working hard in practice because that was my game, really, if you think about it. It was just kind of in practice. That was where I got to compete and got my competitive side out. And then, I worked out with Coach Eldridge a lot. And then just lifting and just kind of focusing on my schoolwork and doing good in that. And then just kind of taking care of everything day to day, just not playing in the games, I guess. But that was hard.